ACDL is extremely important in our community. When I was young, I spent 6 years in mental hospitals. And during that time, I had ECT. It was forced on me. I was 17. I spent weeks in isolation cells. At times I was beaten. My rights were not observed. I was given forced medication, Thorazine, Elavil, Mellaril, everything. I just drooled. But during those years, there was no one to say this is wrong, no one to help me. And when I finally got out of the institutions, I had a 7th grade education. I had to learn how to make a long distance phone call, how to write a check. And, I think it's very important to recognize how we progress as a community. And a lot of it's because of ACDL. Ensuring that people don't stay in isolation for long periods of time. People choose medication. People, aren't forced into institutions for long periods of times. So we've come a very long way. Even in my career, I was a bureau chief for Access. So because of the community coming together, people helping me, I ended up having a good life, and I gave back.
One of the things that people may not realize is that discrimination is personal. It is something that hurts to the core when you're dealing with that. And you need help. ACDL is a tremendous help. As a person who has profound hearing loss, the accommodations are there. They help you gain accommodations in other areas, but also more than that, there are people with disabilities, and they understand how personal discrimination can be.
As a board member of ACDL, I keep thinking about what brought me to this space and brought me to speaking to you today. I remember that I was at a public event here in town, and there was a very kind person who was also on the board. And I saw how they interact in community, how they are a fellow person with disabilities. And I started thinking about and hearing about the work they were also doing in the community. And to me, it's all about building relationships. And that is something that was modeled. I felt very welcomed. I felt very cared for. I'm a creative person. I'm a queer person, a trans person of color, and to be welcomed into a space and have someone tell me about the work that they do with ACDL was very important. It was modeled to me. It was shown to me. It wasn't someone just talking with pamphlets or with a table or convincing me the work that ACDL does. So that's what brought me in. And sometimes that's what keeps me here, is hearing the stories, hearing how relationships are made within the community. And I believe that by fundraising, by donating, and finding support from people that are also interested in this work, that's how the relationships will continue.